It's time for the Mommy to Mogul radio show with Martha Sanchez, a show focusing on providing women with information to take their life off pause and help them build a successful business. Martha is a registered nurse with a Bachelor in Nursing and a Master's of Business Administration, and the Mommy to Mogul radio show furthers her personal mission of empowering women to help them build successful businesses so they can reach financial independence. Coming up, we'll discuss such topics as leadership, social media, search engine optimization, marketing, branding, and other business building topics, helping you grow your business. It's the Mommy to Mogul radio show. And now, here's your host, Martha Sanchez.
Thank you for joining me, and welcome to the Mommy to Mogul radio show, where every week I bring you resources to thrive in today's marketplace. Do you want to increase your social media reach? Do you want to work smarter and not harder? With the Power Up Your Social Media Engine workbook, you can do just that. You can regain focus on your social media interactions. You can identify your ideal customer and where they hang out in social media sites. And it will also take you step by step through the process of creating your personalized social media plan with examples that have worked for me to take my posts to the top of Google searches. All you have to do is order now, and you'll get all of this today for a special price of just $47. Just go to tinyurl.com/MAS workbook and order now. That's tinyurl.com/MAS workbook. All right, well, let's get to today's show. Are you looking for a brand? Are you thinking about rebranding? Or more importantly, do you know what your brand says about you and your business? Well, today, I'm going to be discussing what defines a brand, what it really is, what the difference is between marketing and branding, because there is a difference, even though a lot of people think it's all the same thing, the importance of branding in your marketing strategy, what to consider when you are rebranding. I'm going to also share with you real examples of successful rebranding efforts and provide you with strategies to help you make the right choice for you and your business. Now, there is occasionally some confusion about the difference between marketing and branding. So let's start off by clarifying what is a brand so that we are all on the same page. In an article published in Forbes magazine in December of 2011 by Jerry McLaughlin, he defined brand as the name given to a product or service for a specific source. Used in this sense, brand is similar to the current meaning of the word trademark. When you are looking at the difference between marketing and branding, there are different schools of thought. To make it simple, let's think about marketing as actively promoting a product or service. In other words, sending out a message to get sales results because your product is better than theirs or because it will solve a problem or save time for your customer. Branding, on the other hand, is the expression of the truth or value of the organization and product or service. It communicates the characteristics, value, and quality that clarify what the brand is and does. A brand will help encourage somebody to buy a product because of how it resonates with them. In other words, branding is more strategic, while marketing is more tactical in nature. However, if done effectively, they can work together in a seamless method to create successful sales results. For example, when the branding message is powerful, it creates a strong brand which becomes synonymous with a type of product. One great example is that of disposable diapers. When people think of or refer to disposable diapers, they normally refer to it as Pampers. Why? Because the Pampers brand has become so powerful that that's automatically what comes to mind. Or for generic soda, you often are asked whether you want a Coke or a Pepsi, and the generic Coke is the same as Coca-Cola. So you can see how powerful the results are in positioning each one of the products for reaching the majority of their market share. Because the first thing that comes to mind is that brand name. In the end, however, I feel the most important one is branding. Because although marketing reaches and activates buyers, branding makes loyal customers and advocates and even evangelists out of those who buy your products. So it's a great way to really get more leads, generate more sales, and do all of that. This is why when you are creating your brand, it is so important to consider several key factors, such as, first of all, you want to look and what your company's vision is, the big picture, your why. What is your why? This is the most important and the one that you need to spend the most time on. You're probably going to want to discuss this with someone to get clear about it, since it's so critical to your brand and marketing strategies both. So, for example, the founder of Angie's List, her why was that she didn't want others to suffer through wasting money and time on vendors that were unreliable and delivered bad service. She wanted to be the go-to person you trust to give you the real information on good, reliable service. So what did she do? She used her name, because her name became synonymous with somebody you trusted. So when you're identifying your vision or your big picture, you want to answer such questions as, why do you think what you are providing is important? Why would others think it's so important? What impact do you want to have with your product or service? For example, my vision is to motivate and guide entrepreneurs worldwide to fulfill their dreams of creating a successful and profitable business by giving them the tools to do just that. Very big picture, because it's worldwide. I want to reach many. Now, the second thing you want to look at is, what is your mission? How are you going to get to your vision? This is more specific and tends to change from time to time, depending on where you are in reaching your vision. For me, my mission is to provide entrepreneurs with the resources to thrive in today's marketplace so they can grow their business by reacting swiftly and effectively to the changes in their environment. You heard in the beginning of the show, I always use the same intro, and that's the message I want to give. Thirdly, you want to look at who your target audience is. Who is your ideal customer? What are their demographics, such as sex, age, educational level, marital status? Do they have children? What are their likes and dislikes? What do they buy? What do they read? What drives them? What are their problems, and how will you help them with their problems? That's a very important one. All right. Everything we have discussed so far is used for creating as well as evaluating your current brand. I myself use the same method as my brand evolved for my radio show and my business. When you come back, when you think about this, and you analyze the importance of this, it can't be overlooked, and you have to constantly be evaluating it. So what works today may not work tomorrow. Tomorrow, you may be at a different point in your vision. So therefore, your mission is a little bit different. And as a result, that may affect your brand a little bit in terms of the message you want to project, in terms of the marketing strategy you want to use as well. So keep in mind that these are very critical elements, because at the end of the day, it's about your why. It is how you are going to connect with that customer. It's how they're going to know that you are ready and that you are the person for them, the person that they need to solve their problem or to save them time or to save them money. For example, when I used the Angie's List example, a lot of people create products that they say, oh, I'm the Angie's List for this, or I'm the Angie's List for that. For example, I know there are several lists out there to find a good healthcare provider. So they consider themselves sort of like the Angie's List, or the go-to list for finding good quality healthcare providers, because they give you reviews from customers who have given you feedback as to how good these providers are. So there's somebody you trust. So what happens? The people who go to these lists, the people who don't want to go through provider after provider trying to find the right one. They want to, cut to the chase and find out the details of providers that have been evaluated. So this is a good way and mechanism for you to stand out from the rest. For me, for example, my brand, what I focus on is I have a wide range of experience in different areas, in all the different areas, really, of management and business. I've done everything from IT to, I've done IT troubleshooting, I've done social media, I've done branding, I've done contract negotiations, I've done all of these things. So as a result, I can give my clients and customers the added benefit of learning from my experiences so they don't make the same mistakes. Because I don't believe that one size fits all. I believe every customer has individual needs, and the solutions have to be customized for their needs. So I hope you got the general gist of that. When we come back, we will be discussing the process of selecting your brand and cover what I found to be the most important 5 elements to consider when I was branding and rebranding. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with more information on how to find the right brand for you.